In the production of paper, there are many parts that must run at 100% efficiency in order for the production to run continuously. A production stop results in greater expenses. An important part of production is the suction roll shell, which transports water away from the pulp. The parent material is a duplex stainless steel that has been processed with a method called Protec. The steel is hot rolled onto slabs and then checked with ultrasonic equipment. After roller bending, many steps are performed, including submerged arc welding. All welds are 100% checked using ultrasound. Thanks to the improved machinability of the steel, the turning and drilling are easily facilitated. The finished product is a high-standard welded suction roll shell for those paper mills that demand the highest possible quality. Outokumpu Prefab is the only company in the world that can deliver welded suction roll shells. The division in Avesta, which is in central Sweden, was founded at the end of the 19th century under the name Avesta Järnverk. At the beginning of the 20th century, the main products were trade steel and, later, stainless steel. During the 1970s, the range of products was broadened with the welded suction roll shell in stainless steel. Avesta Järnverk realized that there was a better alternative to cast suction roll shells for the paper mills. They knew that cast steel has a coarse microstructure, which means that inclusions and pores are difficult to discover. These defects can lead to crack initiations during operation. With a welded shell of rolled steel, a very fine microstructure is achieved, which eliminates these problems. At the beginning of the 1980s, vertical heat treatment of the shells was introduced. Avesta Järnverk has been a part of different owner constellations. And at the beginning of the 21st century, they became a part of Outokumpu, which also gave the company its name. To guarantee products of highest quality, the company is certified according to the management standard ISO 9001. To protect the environment and future generations, the company is also certified according to the environmental management standard ISO 14001. Furthermore, the welding and NDT, non-destructive testing, are based on procedural regulations. Then, what is it that makes the welded suction roll shell the best choice for the paper machine? The basic condition is the steel quality. The parent material is a duplex stainless steel containing 35 to 50% ferrite. This ensures a high-strength steel with a high corrosion fatigue strength. In other words, a combination of high mechanical strength and high corrosion properties. To obtain enhanced machinability of the steel, non-metallic elements are added according to the Protec process. During the rolling process, the finished steel undergoes a recrystallization to obtain a finer, stronger, and more homogeneous material. Thanks to the fine microstructure of the rolled steel, a reliable inspection can be done with ultrasound. The rolled plates are heated and then bent in a roller bending machine to obtain its round shape. Before the welding, a joint preparation is done. The longitudinal joint is welded with a method called electro-slag welding, which is done vertically and continuously. The weld is checked by doing a 100% automatic ultrasonic examination. If any defects are discovered, they are removed and the weld repaired. The repair will not be visible after the suction roll shell is machine finished, nor will it affect the material properties of the suction roll shell. Depending on the length of the finished shell, one or more joints are needed. Joint preparation is done at this time as well. The weld is built up from both the inside and outside using submerged arc welding, where the layers are overlapping to create a strong and durable weld. The weld has properties similar to the parent material. In other words, the corrosion fatigue strength and the chemical composition are equivalent throughout the suction roll shell. In addition, the weld's microstructure is as fine or finer than the parent material. Therefore, there is no difference between the weld and the parent material. Throughout the production, careful controls are put into place to ensure the straightness and roundness of the shell. There must not be any deviations. The next step is the vertical heat treatment with the following controlled air cooling. This is done to reduce residual stress and to guarantee the suction roll shell's material properties. Every suction roll shell is accompanied by a test sample that undergoes destructive testing to document the shell's final product properties. The shell is turned in a lathe on the inside and the outside to the right dimension. Thereafter, penetrant testing is done to guarantee the weld is of the highest quality. The turned shell is drilled with up to 1 million holes. Thanks to the Prodec process, there are very few broken drills compared to those used with cast steel. After the drilling, the shell is ground on the inside and the outside. Afterwards, the shell's balance is checked. The tolerance demands are very high. A check is also made that all measures fulfill the requirements. Outokumpu Prefab delivers suction roll shells with diameters between approximately 500 and 2,000 millimeters, with lengths up to approximately 12 meters, and thicknesses between approximately 30 and 105 millimeters. Outokumpu Prefab's division in Avesta is the only company in the world that can make the largest dimensions. Interest in the welded suction roll shell is gradually growing. Today, over 200 units are delivered each year to paper machines all over the world. By choosing a suction roll shell from Outokumpu Prefab, you are choosing a product that is thoroughly inspected, which means a safe and secure choice for continuous operation.